So we want to take this opportunity and thank you for coming and giving us the opportunity to interview you in terms of our literacy campaign for all students. So our first question will be, why is biliteracy education important?
Biliteracy education in general is important for all students because as we enter the global society and with businesses, we know that being bilingual and biliterate is really important. And one of the ways that that's been promoted in the state is through the seal of biliteracy. So biliteracy for all students is really something that I would support.
So our second question is, what are the benefits of biliteracy for all students?
Well, the benefits for all students is there's a lot of brain research that shows that biliteracy helps cognitive development. So biliteracy does help promote flexible thinking, more ways of solving problems. Those are the benefits. I think the challenge in doing that is that we have diverse students in California. We have students that come with speaking languages other than English, so they're having the task of learning English while also maintaining their primary language. So we have to be sure that as we look at the benefits for all students, that we also look at the pedagogical approaches to ensure that all students have access to biliteracy, regardless of their income or where they come from.
So my last question is, how does the campaign of biliteracy promote the diverse needs of learners?
So I think the campaign for biliteracy, if this is a statewide campaign, is that my understanding? Yes?
Hopefully,
okay.
yes, for California.
For California. So in order to have a statewide campaign, I think it's going to be important to be able to promote biliteracy for all students, and maybe linking that, as I said earlier, to the seal of biliteracy. But the seal of biliteracy is only connected to high school. So there's these pathway awards that would be really important to include. The other piece of this is that you would have to be able to look at, right now we have many programs, structured English immersion for English learners, that no students are not having access to biliteracy even though they bring a linguistic resource. So I think when you look at the campaign, it's going to have to address not just the benefits for monolingual children to have add a language, but also for our English learners who come speaking a language other than English, to make sure that their linguistic needs are met, to continue with their primary language and acquire English. Because right now we have a lot of students, we have 1.4 million English learners, many of them who are literate or have some literacy in their primary language, and they're at risk of becoming long-term English learners because we have programs where they only get biliteracy maybe till first or second grade, and then they're mainstream into English only. So I think that the campaign is going to have to be sure it addresses both the needs of English learners who come with a linguistic resource, and then the desire for monolingual English speakers to have their full biliteracy as well in languages that span from Spanish to Mandarin. As we know, there's many of those programs, but we can't forget our heritage speakers and our English learners.
Thank you.